came over to my storage to get some stuff because we're working on the cars. And I was thinking, because I'm like, all right, I'm going to start pushing the website for the e-tuning and tuning, because I can have you guys schedule on there and it'll have the quotes and contact info and be a little more informative than like Instagram or Facebook as far as like what you get, maybe leading you to like the YouTube videos that'll help you prepare for a tune, process and build videos, anything that's pertinent to what we're actually doing. Now, I was like, well, tuned for a long time, that's great. A lot of other guys have done that. What sets me apart, or how can I show you guys my skill level without tuning your car? Because every car is different, right? If it's a fully built car and it's easy to tune, or a stock car that's really hard to tune as far as has maybe like issues that aren't really showing up, like stock car doesn't have fuel pressure gauge, we have a fuel pressure issue, it's making the map look wonky, something like that. I'm just trying to give an example. But I wanted to show skill, and I'm like, well, what can I do to show you that you can basically get tuned by me and have confidence in the fact that the tune will be done well? Well, I'm certified, and although I have diplomas for that, or the certifications, showing those would be cool and all. I guess I can show you guys a copy of that. But like what I guess shows a little more, like what's like tangible, right? So I'm like, well, I have my tuning books. Well, these books are books you can't buy. So by that I mean, I'll show you right now. So this book right here is the book I got when I went to my first class. This is a EFI 101 basic. So this is engine theory, tuning theory, along with tuning protocol as far as how you would go about the process. Now this is also a workbook, so it's like 20% not populated. So when you're taking the classes, you have to fill in those gaps, and that's all the pertinent information you need to make it read right, because otherwise it has a lot of blanks. So I guess that's maybe their way of like allowing this to go home with people and other people to use it, but not say like give it to people. So you're writing on it, so you wouldn't really make copies of it and give it out. And then if it's not populated, even if you had a blank copy of this, it wouldn't be usable unless somebody knew basically the missing information. So, and it's all the actual information. So this book, let me see. Formulas, tuning process, So basically you can't buy this book. Now, this information nowadays probably readily available on the internet in different areas, but there's so much different stuff that's in this book that it's like every Google search for tuning you could ever imagine compiled into the information you'd actually want to save and then put into a book. Like, because I mean, this was 20 years ago, 15 years ago. So this book. So when I went to get certified, I took the basic class, the advanced class, the AM class, the MOTEC class. I took, oh God, what else did I take? Motorsports wiring. I took a dedicated AEM class, but I took a dedicated AEM Infinity class. I have like, I want to say when I added up the hours, it's between like 64 and 78 hours of education, because there's like 1 or 2 days that I don't know if I actually was there those days, or if those were days we just like went in, received our diplomas, and we didn't do school all day. But anyways, I basically sat on a dyno for over 15 hours by myself, over about 8 hours with a professional tuner that does pro mods, which at the time were making excess of 3,000 horsepower. So I've seen like V8s held at, 5,500 RPM, 2,800 horsepower, so-and-so pounds of boost, and held steady state, and then adjusted the timing and the fuel and been like, all right, you see what it did to it there? All right, well, these are what's happening to the cylinder pressures. Here's what the EGTs would look like. That and got a really good grasp of like what a motor actually goes through. And my engine theory and stuff he was telling me was already like really good. But here's a kicker for that, right? Because like, yeah, I had done education and taught myself. So when I went, I was pretty well prepared. I mean, especially for the basic class. But he actually, I was in there with 2 other mainstream tuners now that are actually really big. And I'm like, God damn, I wish my career went like that. But, you know, whatever, I suck, I don't know. But Darden was actually a guy there, Darden Tuning, that was getting certified when I was doing mine. And he had a B16 turbo that he was just starting to tune. He had already, I think, gone fast with it. And we were talking, and we had talked for a while after that. But his career, I mean, he is an amazing tuner, and his career has blossomed so well. It's funny, but when we were in that class at the time, he was asking me questions. So it felt good to be like, okay, I'm on the beginning of the curve here, I'm on the front. So if we can get the career to match up where it should be, if I can tune the cars to show the capability as far as like, hey, look, this is a car, you know, that's harder to tune, and, you know, and we'll see if, you know, how it goes, and then it ends up going well, like, people will have more faith and we'll just keep going. So I know I have my clients that heavily support me and my good people around, but I want to expand. I want to meet new clients. I want to do more e-tuning. I want to do more systems and types of cars. And I'm even considering building a non-Honda just to have another car in the ranks that's a non-Honda to kind of show more capability with something else. As of right now, I've done the Volvo, the Honda, as far as owning cars that I've built. Are tuned and done R&D and wired standalone systems in. We've done the Volvo, the Honda, but I would like to do maybe like a 2JZ or a VQ or something else. I'm from Arizona, by the way. Leo Mauricio asks. I'm from Arizona. I hope you have a good week too. I really wish I had more to say, but I just kind of wanted to show I don't know, when I was 21 is when I got certified, about 4 or 5 years after starting to tune. And I don't know, career's finally starting to be seen, like my capability and skills starting to be seen. And I mean, cars are becoming a thing again. You know, COVID kind of dropped everything off, and it's taken a while for hobby stuff to get back, but there's more money going into hobby stuff now, so tuning's a bigger thing. And just keep going, see how it goes. I appreciate you guys, and I hope you have a good one. Thanks.